everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was just taking a thumbnail so it is like this. Today's going to be a different video. I'm going to go through the seeds that I already have, some seeds I recently brought, some seeds my parents recently brought, and my seed order I got online from the collection.Getting. So I'm so excited. After I show off this little haul, we'll get out into the garden and I will just do like an update on how things are growing. Things are growing so beautifully. But there's also a few disasters that has happened in the garden, which is really disappointing. Some things I know will be fine, some things are just, they're not fine, they died, they're dead, they're gone. So we get to that. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just trying to collect some stuff, getting ready for spring, which I think we're going to start planting, direct sowing some of these seeds into the ground in a couple of weeks, and we'll start in the punnets as well in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited. There's still a couple more seeds that I'm trying to get, but they were out of stock locally. They're out of stock on the website, the seed collection. That's the website I brought some seeds from. And when I went, my parents went to Adelaide and to Bunnings, and I asked them, I think there was one or maybe two on that list. These three, they got these three for me, which I couldn't get myself, so I'm glad they did, but there was still another one or two that I couldn't get. So we'll see. If not, I've just ordered my seeds too late. But to start off with, we have got some red onion seeds. So this was one of the very first seeds I started off with. It's in my zone, in my climate in Australia. I'm in South Australia. It's autumn and winter. So I probably won't be planting these, but I just want to show you that's what we have. And you guys have already seen these, the Tiny Tim tomatoes. So this is late winter to early spring to sow. We already got some growing. We got some seeds starting that haven't sprouted yet. So I probably won't plant any of these in a couple of weeks time because we got plenty. Hopefully they do grow and turn out delicious and wonderful. And you guys actually saw me plant, it was just doing the seeds in my last gardening video, which was my first gardening video. So I'll leave it down below if you haven't seen that. Then we got some pumpkins, so you saw me as well in that last video plant out these pumpkins. So I got the hybrid grey crown variety, and this is spring to early summer, so I definitely did do this too early. I just got excited, I wanted to grow pumpkins, so I started by seed and then I actually read the packet because yeah, this is my first year gardening. I thought I'll just do it. I wasn't expecting to like get really into it. But turns out I've gotten really into it. So we are going to do some more of these in a couple of weeks to see how they go. Recently I purchased, so I haven't opened these ones yet. These are all new seeds now. So recently I purchased these lettuce lettuce seeds. So that's spring to summer. I'm very excited to get those into the garden, as well as some baby leaf spinach seeds. That is autumn, early winter and spring, so definitely want to get that in the garden as well. And this is also just by my area. I'm just reading off this like little map thing, and my zone on this packet, because it's different colors, is in that dark green bit. So that's just what I'm getting off, and obviously depending where you are might be different. So some of the seeds that I couldn't get either at my local store or on that online shop that I done my order on, my parents did find at Bunnings for me, so that's fantastic. So this is a different brand. All that brand was the Yates brand, and we currently have the Yates, well, like I said, the pumpkins, the Tiny Tim tomatoes, we got that growing, we've got those two growing, and we got some carrot, all season carrot growing from that brand too, and they are doing wonderful. You guys will see that soon, after like in the second part of this video. So from Bunnings, my parents got the Mr. Forthagills. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I was after some strawberries. I'm definitely keen to do strawberry plants, so this is for my zone. This one's a bit more tricky to understand, but I believe it's autumn, winter and spring, so hopefully they will be delicious. Another thing I was after was some rock melon, so they managed to find that. This one's spring and summer, so I'm super keen for that. And another one is zucchini. We've been obsessing with zucchini lately. Another thing I know, I wanted to try the yellow zucchini, which in America I believe you just call it yellow squash, but yeah, in Australia they're called yellow zucchini. That seems to be the hardest one for me to get. I think I just brought that too late, but well, I tried to buy it too late into the season. because everyone is obviously getting prepped and ready for spring. And this one, we need to sow it, I believe, spring and summer. So again, I think almost all of these seeds, except I know the red onion's not, but I'm pretty sure all the other seeds we will get either in the ground or in punnets in a couple of weeks. And depending on the seeds, I might wait a couple more weeks and do some more, and a couple more weeks and do some more, so I can extend the harvest, hopefully, if it all works out. So now with the seed, I keep forgetting what it's called, the seed collection, I think the seed company. It was really cool. I like how they have the recyclable envelope, so I can chuck it in my compost, because that's another thing that I've been doing lately is composting. I'll just take out the plastic and I'll take off the plastic tape, and then that can go into the compost. And then inside it kind of looks like this. So I got all of my seed packets, which are in these little packets here. They got all the titles, the information, everything like that, the seeds. There's no pictures though, but I will insert the picture that they have on their website when I show you, because some of these, a couple of these actually are quite unusual things. I've never heard of them, never seen them before. I just judged by the picture and I thought it looked really cool, so I wanted to try it. So yeah, when I go through these, I'll insert a photo. And then they just got another thank you for your order slip, which that can just go in the compost. And they got, whoop, again on the brown paper, how to start your seeds, understanding seed packets, germination rates and stuff like that. But it's pretty much all, you can find the information on their website or on the individual seeds as well, so I probably won't need this, so that can also go into the compost. And then here I'm just going to cover it like this, but this is the order slips. I just covered out my stuff and that just shows what I ordered. So I ordered 10 different packets in total, including postage. The postage was only a couple of dollars. It was, I think I paid $16.25 or $16.85, something like that. So I thought that was really, really good. So the first one we got here is Long Island Improved Brussels Sprout. So I think it's so cool. You got the information on this side. You can see the seeds obviously through it because it's a clear plastic. And I got 110 seeds in here. I got carrot all seasons. These are the carrots that we got currently growing. So I definitely wanted to get some more of that, although they're not close in harvesting or anything like that. They're just growing really, really well. And they're kind of a mistake. If you saw my last video, I'm pretty sure I explained it in that. So we got 160 seeds for that one. Capsicum red cherry. I thought these looked really, really cool. Like, again, this, I purely judged it from the picture on their website. And they just look like your standard capsicum seeds. So it'd be really fun to watch them grow so small. We got 25 seeds for that. Watermelon Charleston Grey wasn't my watermelon I wanted to purchase. I had two, I can't remember what they are now, but I did have like two in mind, but both of them were sold out. So I thought, you know what, we'll just get this. And this is 15 seeds. I got Mary Washington Asparagus. This one, yeah, it was this one. It's supposed to be 20 seeds. There's only 10 seeds in the packet. But that's fine. Like 10 is plenty, because we're just trying out, but I thought I would, that's the only one that I've noticed. I haven't, when it's like 100 and something seeds, I think that was the first one, I haven't counted them, but I just noticed that didn't look like 20, so I did count that. Jalapeno chili seeds, there is 25 in here, and yeah, they just look, I hope you guys can see. Hopefully it's working. So yeah, they look good. This one was exciting. I'm so excited to try this. African horned cucumber. So we got 30 seeds for that. I think that's going to be so fun. I believe you kind of cut into it and eat it. Oops. I need to do some more research, but I'm pretty sure when you get the fruit, you cut into it and you kind of eat it like with a spoon, kind of similar to a passion fruit, but the flavour is supposed to be tasting between a lime and a banana, I believe on their website it said. So yeah, I think that would be really, really, really fun. So 30 seeds for that. I don't know if I mentioned that. Capsicum, emerald green giant. So that's just like your standard green capsicums. So there's 35 seeds there. Another one that never heard of or seen is Chinese pink celery. That looked really cool. There's 300 seeds. These seeds are teeny, teeny, tiny, if you can tell there. So 300 seeds. Yeah, I don't know. I think the picture looks really cool. I think that pop of green out in the garden will, I mean not green, pink with the green tops as well, which I thought was really unique. But yeah, out in the garden that will look really fun, and then obviously when we cook with it, that will look really fun on the dinner plate. And the last one I got, which is 200 seeds, are the rainbow mix carrots. So that would also be fun, because I believe it's purple, orange, maybe like a reddy colour, I can't remember. There was 3 different colours of carrots these seeds can possibly grow into. So yeah, I just thought that'd be fun. So I know the main seeds I'm still on the hunt for is the yellow zucchini. I can't think what else. Oh, and I wanted pickled cucumbers, the little mini pickling cucumbers I couldn't get. I think that was about it. Otherwise, for what I want to start off in my spring garden for my first year, like this is kind of a lot. I feel like considering there's 10 different varieties here, I already got a few things growing, plus the, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 packets I already showed you. So yeah, for the first year of spring it might be a bit too much, I'm not too sure, but either way I'm full excited. And then we'll just go outside and we'll show you guys an update for our garden, show you what's good, what's bad, and everything like that. So over into this garden bed which Nick built for me, we haven't filled up the pots yet. That's going to be filled with some herbs. I'm not going to do the herbs by seed, I'm just going to get them by the plummet. And in this bed as well, it's not completely full of dirt, but my family from Adelaide came down to help my grandparents do some in their front yard. So this is soil from their front yard. You can see all the roots and stuff. That's all fine. I'm pretty certain that's all going to compost down. But it's great that I was able to repurpose and reuse this soil, and it obviously saved us money. So Nick was a gem and unloaded the trailer for me. There's still a little bit in the trailer, but I want to get some cow manure and just a little bit more soil just to fill this up completely. And yeah, we got to do the pots. So that will be happening in a couple of weeks. And in here, my plans is because the tap is here, and we do want to use the water tank, we're going to do some pavers across here. The pavers are just over there. So yeah, we want to get some pavers for across here, and then on this side I think we're going to do some lettuce and maybe some carrots, and then on this side it's going to be mainly the spinach, and I'm going to try some of the pink celery as well in here. So this is more like a salady, greeny area, but I really wanted the pink celery as that pop of colour. I think that would be really, really nice. Okay, my battery's flashing red, the wind's picking up, and the sun is horrible to see, but this is this garden. As you can see, it's gone massive. This broccoli is booming. I remember last time when I put my hand up to it, it was barely the size of my hand, and now look at it. Like, it is growing so well. You can see it's getting eaten. This one seems to be the favorite of them all. It's getting eaten quite a lot. Even these tomatoes are going really nice and beautiful. I'm just changing up the lighting. So yeah, the tomatoes are going really, really good. You can see the stems are thickening up. But back to this broccoli, we had some crazy wind. I did have to put the stick in to support it, because as you can see, the stem, well, I'm hoping you can see, the stem is kind of grew crooked, and it's broke right there. So I'm hoping that'll be okay. Another tomato, not as full as the first one that I just showed you, but she's growing. This one looks amazing. I love this tomato plant. Again, it's nice and thick on the base, growing really well. This one's a little bit slower. These all have formed buds as well, like the flower to fruit. I've just been plucking them off because they definitely need to establish the plants. These plants are supposed to grow to 1 meter to 1.5 meters in height, which they're not there yet. But these last couple of weeks, they definitely have taken off really well. Even this one right at the back, which I thought was going to be a complete goner, it's looking really good and it is growing, just a lot slower compared to the rest. And then this broccoli plant is looking really good. Again, it's been getting eaten on the leaves. I don't mind sharing the leaves with the bugs as long as they keep as long as they keep the broccoli away. But yeah, and another broccoli plant, the garlic that we planted together, this was the first bit of garlic, and look how tall. It's the same height. This is the garlic we planted together, as well as this one and this one. This one's the smallest one, but I just thought that is amazing. And then yeah, the garlic here, this one's going really good. So the 3 that we planted together, they've all taken off. And in amongst here are the carrots. These carrots are booming as well, which is fantastic. There's so many carrots just scattered along here. So there are a couple of weeds. I know this guy is a weed. And this as well has sprouted. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a weed, a type of grass, maybe a red onion. I know there was a few red onion seeds, so not sure what that is. I just thought I'll let it grow. But yeah, all of these carrots are just wonderful. And in this punnet, that is the tiny Tims. They haven't sprouted or anything yet, but I will show you the pots of the tiny Tims. So I did end up weeding them, or not weeding them, but thinning them out. So now we only got 3 per plant, and I'm going to wait for them to get a little bit bigger. You can see they are growing nice, but we want them to be a bit bigger, and then I'll separate them all completely and have 1 plant per pot. So each pot has 3 little teeny tiny bits in there, which is really cool. So they're the tiny Tim tomatoes. So I filmed on my camera the pumpkin update, but for some reason the audio just wasn't working for that clip. There's just no audio at all, so I'm just using my phone. So if the camera looks a little bit different, that's why. So this one is the amazing one, the golden one. When we first planted these, that's also in my last video, which will be linked down below if you want to see me planting them. And we started this by the seeds that I showed you in the first part of this video. There was these 2 big leaves, and it had 1 little leaf like this. So as you can see, it's growing its leaves. You can see the stem coming out. There has been a little bug coming along to eat it, but otherwise it's really good. It's really nice. The green pops. It's fantastic. Then we got another one just over here, and as you can see, this one's not doing as good. It's gotten eaten. It's a bit discoloration. The leaves just aren't as big or as poppy, and it's also really wobbly. I feel like maybe I didn't plant it deep enough. I'm not too sure what's happened, but just the overall on camera it looks nice and green, but comparing the 2 in real life, this one is definitely a lot smaller and the green's just not as nice. And also in this section we planted another one somewhere over there and another one somewhere over here. They're gone. They are completely gone. So I'll just come back to the nice one as an example. The morning after I planted them, it was all gone. I could see a little bit of the stem right at the bottom, the tiny little mount on both plants, and then the morning after that, nothing, completely gone. I was digging through the mulch, can't see anything. I assumed that the roots were still in the ground, so I was hoping maybe it will come back up, but whether it did or not, and it just constantly was getting eaten, or if it just never came back up, I'm not sure. That's now about 2.5 weeks, and this is so close to my face. That was about 2.5 weeks and nothing. So I'm pretty sure it's fair to say, it's a bit windy, hopefully you can't see, hear the wind, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say those 2 are just gone, done. And then yeah, we got that one I showed you, which is going really well. And then oh my god, I cannot talk. And then the other one which is struggling a little bit. But yeah, hopefully overall it will be okay, the 2 that's growing, but definitely do want to get some more in the correct time zone, so in spring I believe. So in a couple of weeks I'll start them and just try and get some more plants done. But otherwise, that is all for today's video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe down below so don't miss my future videos. I got some yummy delicious recipes coming that I'm really keen to do. Plus, like I said, we'll do some more planting and gardening in a couple of weeks time, which I'm of course will film, and you guys are coming along with that journey from start to whenever it finishes, if it ever finishes. But yeah, I'm out of breath from just going out the back. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.